Most people chase happiness the way a child chases a butterfly, running faster every time it slips away. Yet the gardener, who quietly plants flowers, often discovers that happiness lands on his shoulder without being invited. A lighthouse never argues with the storm, never complains about the darkness, and never chases ships, conducts across the sea. It simply stands firm, and because of that, lost sailors find their way home. Have you noticed how rivers never ask mountains for permission before carving a path through them? Persistence looks weak on day 1, invisible on day 10, but unstoppable after 1,000 small movements. A cracked seed buried underground appears to be falling apart, yet that destruction is actually the beginning of a forest. Sometimes the season that feels like losing is secretly preparing your greatest growth. The eagle and the sparrow both face the same wind, but only one learns to rise above it. Your obstacles may not disappear, yet your perspective can become so powerful that they no longer control your direction. Imagine 2 blacksmiths striking identical pieces of steel. One quits after 10 blows because nothing changes. The other continues. The strange truth is that the sword was shaped scientifically between, not just the final one. Happiness often hides in places ambition forgets to look. A sunset costs nothing. A genuine laugh requires no achievement, and a peaceful mind can feel richer than a crowded bank account. Bamboo spends years growing roots while appearing unsuccessful above the ground. Then suddenly, it rises with astonishing speed. Many breakthroughs look exactly like failure until the hidden foundation is finished. A ship is safest in the harbor, but harbors never create explorers. Every meaningful chapter of your life begins the moment comfort stops being your highest priority. The clock and the compass teach different lessons. The clock asks how fast you are moving. The compass asks whether you are moving in the right direction. One measures activity, the other measures purpose. A sculptor never complains that the marble hides the statue. He understands that greatness is revealed by removing what does not belong. Success often arrives when distractions leave. Have you ever wondered why diamonds and charcoal both begin with carbon? Pressure alone is not enough. What matters is what remains unbroken while the pressure continues. The tallest trees in the forest are not the ones that avoided storms. They are the ones whose roots learned to hold tighter every time the wind tried to teach them surrender. A candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. In fact, the room becomes brighter for everyone. The fastest way to multiply positivity is often to share it. Most people wait for confidence before taking action, but confidence behaves more like a reward than a requirement. It usually arrives after courage proves itself. A mountain climber does not conquer the mountain. He conquers the voice that says, "Stop here." The greatest victories are often invisible because they happen inside the mind first. Happiness is not the result of having a perfect day. It is the ability to find one beautiful detail even when the day refuses to be perfect. The ocean never becomes powerful because of a single wave. Its strength comes from countless waves moving forward without needing applause. Consistency creates what intensity alone cannot. A locked door can mean rejection, or it can mean the hallway is guiding you toward a better room. The meaning of the obstacle and often depends on the story you tell yourself. When an archer pulls the bowstring backward, the arrow seems to move away from its destination. Yet that retreat creates the force needed to move forward. Some setbacks are preparation in disguise. The moon never competes with the sun, and the stars never compete with the moon. Each shines at the right time. Comparing your timeline to others can make you miss your own season. Imagine carrying a backpack filled with stones from old disappointments. Every new journey feels harder, not because the road changed, but because you forgot to put the stones down. A mirror reflects whatever stands before it, but a window reveals possibilities beyond itself. The happiest people spend less time judging their reflection and more time operates their horizon. The farmer never digs up a seed every morning to check its progress. Growth requires trust. Constant doubt can destroy opportunities before they have a chance to bloom. A bridge is built, one piece at a time, yet people only notice it when it finally spans the river. The same is true for success. The invisible work matters most. Fire can melt wax and strengthen steel. Challenges often reveal less about the difficulty itself and more about the mindset that faces it. Have you noticed how a kite rises against the wind, not with it? Resistance is sometimes the very force that lifts you higher than comfort ever could. Happiness grows strangely. The more you chase it directly, the faster it runs. The more you focus on purpose, gratitude, and meaningful action, the more naturally it appears. A treasure map is valuable, not because it shows gold, but because it gives direction. Clear goals create energy even before results arrive, because progress itself becomes rewarding. The next chapter of your life may depend on one decision that feels small today. After all, a mighty river can begin with a single drop that refuses to evaporate.